Welcome to the Empowered Podcast with Deanna Merlino, an all-encompassing personal development show where I will be sharing with you just how to transform yourself into the best version of you, both inside and out. From wellness, entrepreneurship, spirituality, and manifestation, I'll be showing you exactly how to live your best life. I will be keeping it as real and raw as it gets. So get ready to peel back the layers and really transform yourself under the surface. Because nothing is better than finding your purpose and living this life as your true, authentic self. Welcome back, Empowered fam. It's really funny because we're having technical difficulties today. So I'm trying really hard to be here with you guys because I have not gotten to spend time with you alone for quite a while. We have had 4, 5, 6 guest episodes, and they have been amazing, amazing, amazing. If you haven't listened yet, make sure that you take the time to go listen to them because each of the guests are all so powerful and incredible in their own right. And every one of them have such an impactful message to share. Even if you're not an entrepreneur or you think that entrepreneurship is not for you, or maybe you're struggling and questioning leaving that choice behind, or maybe you are just a seasoned entrepreneur who is well on your way, definitely take the time to listen because there is something amazing that you're going to get out of it, no doubt. So check those out. But I'm so excited to be back with you all because I love just keeping you up to date and in the loop of what I'm working on because you know that I'm always working on something new. So today, just sit back and relax and let's just reconnect. So what have I been up to? I have been super busy with the lodge and the busy season is finally over. And while I am so blessed and we have had an amazing winter season, it has been crazy being an hour away from the lodge and having to go back literally multiple times a week to get them ready, make sure they're all set after the cleaners clean, and then after they check out to make sure there's no damage. It is definitely busy, busy, busy. And so I'm so glad that that is done. And we can just take a moment to relax before things pick back up again. Even though I love getting to be out there, it's nice to not have to carry that on my plate as well. And I've also been reworking my Reiki course. And for those of you who have already purchased it, don't worry, that platform is still there. The course is still there. But I have decided to use a different platform to load the Reiki course on because it turns out I do not love the original one that I posted it on. And you never know as an entrepreneur how something's going to work out or how it's going to pan out until you do it. And that's part of the process. And that's part of the beauty of the journey. And so I decided that I wanted something better for myself. And so that's what I've been doing as well. And so I do have that on Teachable now, and I will attach that to the show notes. So if you haven't gotten the course, don't worry, that is where you're going to get it. And it's the same course, same content. And honestly, if you did get the old one and you want to get plugged into the new system, I can manually add you. So let me know. And I have been making some big moves. I've been investing some money to outsource funnel creation and having ads created. I'll be starting to run ads for my stuff because I am at a place where I want to expand. I'm at a place where I desire to grow my business, and I really can't take it too much further on my own. And I know that. So I'm ready to step into unknown waters and put my trust and my faith in people on the outside doing what they do, doing the things that they're good at. And I always talk about that, right? If there's something that you're doing that you don't love or something that you are not to take away from yourself, but not super great at, or you're just kind of duct taping it, as I like to call it, look into outsourcing it because there's someone out there who is going to do it even better than you, even when you think you have to hold on for dear life to your personal business. So I know that that's going to pay off. And the retreat is coming up. I actually did a episode with Brittany and we talked about the retreat. That is April 21st to 23rd. That is a new moon and Earth Day weekend. So it's going to be super powerful. We have some amazing practitioners who are coming in. We're so excited. We're actually flying someone in from Cali to do one of the things. And the retreat is just growing and expanding, and I'm so excited to see what becomes of it. Britt and I are actually getting ready to take a course, or I should say it's not a course, it's like a webinar on how to expand your retreats. So we're really looking forward to taking what we learned from that to really pour back into what we're doing, because we are at the point where we've tried and tested it and the results are true, and we know how amazing and incredible of an impact it's had on all of our guests at the last two, and how impactful this one's going to be. We're so excited. So definitely tune into that episode to hear more about it. If you are looking to really invest in yourself and do some deep healing and really get to know who you are on a soul level, get to know why you're here in this life and what it is that you're supposed to be doing, and really just stepping into that next level of abundance. Just so much goodness. It's all inclusive. If you want more information, that's also in the show notes. I'm happy to chat with you about it. And if you didn't listen to that episode from Brittany and I, just so you know that you get a special $222 discount just by being an empowered listener. So make sure you take advantage of that. You can hold your spot for a $250 deposit and pay on that up until the week before the retreat. So it's certainly feasible for everybody. As well as we're launching a membership on May 1st. And we're so excited about that. This is something that we wanted to do for a while. And we already have the first 6 months planned out. All the facilitators are good to go. And if you come to this retreat, your first month of the membership is free. We really want to focus on integration in all the things that you take in at the retreat. And if you're not going to the retreat, this is an amazing, affordable way to tune into us and all of our unbelievable practitioners virtually, and being able to have something to dive into healing wise consistently, weekly, and having that close proximity with us and our practitioners to really up level yourself. So we're so excited about that. I have been busy with that Reiki course like crazy. I had 4 student attunements this week, and I actually want to take a moment to read the attunement that I did yesterday. I've been starting to reach out after the attunements to hear some of the student experiences. They're so powerful. And so I want to take a moment just to share this one with you. And this is what she said. At the end of my session, I had tears in my eyes. I started closing my eyes and focusing just a few minutes before our start time, and immediately knew when you started because I started to see a white light around me. I felt sensations the entire time. Sometimes random thoughts would come in, but I would refocus and get back to that feeling, and the light would come back. It was closer to the end. I had done this in my car, and the sunroof was slightly open, and I could hear a bunch of birds singing around my car, but they weren't there when we started. It was always so quiet until that moment, so I took it as a good sign. Thank you for your time and energy. I truly, truly appreciate it. Once my alarm went off at 2 p.m., I took a moment to breathe. I poured some water in my hands and on my face, and I could feel the energy in my hands. The total experience is amazing, much needed, and I feel so much lighter. If you have been hearing me talk about my course, and you've been hearing me talk about Reiki, and you've been on the edge, I hope that maybe me reading that is like the pink ticket for you to decide to do it. This is such an affordable course. And again, it's an all-level Reiki course. It teaches you to heal yourself through the first level. The second level is going to teach you how to teach others. And you know what, maybe you don't want to learn it, but you want to experience it. Maybe you want to have that healing. Maybe you want to have that experience. That's also in the show notes. You can always hire me to do a Reiki experience. And quite frankly, I have so much other stuff to offer. I can really cater a custom experience for whatever it is that you need to experience, whatever you're looking for in the healing realm. I am your girl. So definitely reach out about that. I have also been hosting moon healings. And so that's something that I've been doing recently is in person. I have been doing full moon and new moon healings in the classroom at the gym that I rent. And they have been growing, and they have been just honestly having such profound impacts on people. I love getting to do in-person stuff. I do so much virtually, but I love having that connection with people and getting to share that container with multiple people at the same time in something that I love doing is amazing. So if you're in my area, I would love to have you doing that with me. And I'm also looking into figuring out how I can record that so you can tune in virtually as well as have it recorded so that you can purchase the recording if that's something that you're interested. So stay tuned on that. Also, I might be expanding in the fitness realm. I'm pretty sure, I haven't decided, but I'll tell you all about it anyhow, just because this is been in my world recently. So I actually got a random reach out by a company called Empowered Boot Camp. And I only responded because their name was Empowered, not gonna lie. And so I was like, okay, what is this? Because it seemed kind of sketchy at first. They're like, hey, do you want to do women's boot camps? Everything's provided for you. And they're based out of Florida. So I was like, let's just see what this is about. But turns out that I'm pretty sure I'm going to incorporate 4-week women's boot camps throughout the summer, twice a week. So who knows? I have been having so many people reach out asking me how they can work with me in the fitness world. Yes, DM Fit app is alive and well. I load it every Sunday. If you are looking for guidance in person or at the gym, that is it for you. That's fantastic. You can totally do it. Definitely plug in. So worth it. But now if you're looking, because I haven't been taking on new clients, now this might be a way for us to be able to work out together in the fitness realm. Of course, I'm always available for nutrition coaching. So many ways that, so many things that I have been working on. I'm also getting ready to once a month host it's going to be a combined class. It'll be like a spiritual and workout type thing with Savannah, who was a guest on the podcast before. So we are looking to launch that this month. So many things that I've been up to, so many things that I have been doing behind the scenes. I think I'm going to get ready to launch a new course. This Reiki course has been growing so much faster than I knew it was going to. Of course, I wanted to think that it would, but I'm really, really grateful that it has. There are 46 students in 9 countries, and a lot of them are asking for when's my next course. So I'm going to take some time to think about that. I obviously have been doing a lot of things, but I also want to be realistic with you all because I love to be raw and honest with you always, right? So it sounds like I'm doing all these amazing things and that what could possibly, not be going perfect by the sounds of that, right? I think it's super easy for us to get in this way of looking at people from the outside and thinking that they have it all figured out and that their lives are amazing. I want you to know I do not have it all figured out. Am I really good at what I do? Yes. Do I love to learn and expand? Oh yeah, I've also been learning new modalities, because that's all I do in my spare time. But I want you guys to know, and I was kind of talking about this in the last episode, I think that I did by myself, was that I felt like I was kind of hitting a point where I didn't know where to go from there. And that's something that I was really dealing with. And this is the power of having a coach. This is the power of having a mentor. This is the power of having a healer on call, because I have those things and I was able to work through them. And I've also been doing this work for myself and for others for so long that I was able to look at, okay, why am I feeling this way? Because I was very much feeling, I'm going to be really honest, I was feeling like maybe I should set it all down while I figure out where I want to go next. While I figure out my next version of my dream life, while I figure out the next version of what I want. And here's the thing is that I was coming from a place of lack. I was coming from a place of fear of expanding into that next version. And that was just the old limiting beliefs coming up. And I worked through them with my healer, with my mentor, with my coach. And I realized that that's what I was doing. So now I am back bigger and better, ready to step into that next level for myself. And so I say this because I want to remind you guys how important it is to always take a moment to stop and look at where you're at and to really reflect on that next step. Don't get tripped up in it. Sometimes we want something for so long that when it happens, we're like, holy crap, that happened. So now what? Start back from square one as far as the process of revisioning your future, redeciding what else you want. and know that the limiting beliefs can still pop up again, but it's going to be so much easier to work through them. This is something that I kind of talked about with Danielle McCleary in our episode. And so your girl's here, your girl's ready to help you in whatever way you feel called to. And so I'm going to keep this episode short and sweet. I just wanted to tell you all what I've been up to and just reconnect, because I love you all and I love having you all in my world. So again, listen to the last few episodes to get motivation, and stay tuned for all the amazing things that I have coming. And I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. Look into everything that you all are doing. And I will see you next week when I talk about some more ways that you can dive into my world right now. Love you all. Take care. See you next Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. If you want to find out more, you can follow me on Instagram at Empowered with Deanna and my personal page, Fit Deanna Lolita. You can also visit me on my website, which is deannamerlinofit.com. Make sure that whatever platform you guys are listening on, please rate and subscribe. And this means so much to me. It's going to help get me out there to help so many other people. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on this journey of wellness and self-empowerment. I cannot promise that it will always be easy, but I do know that it will always be worth it. Stick with me, and together, let's start living as the version of us that we were meant to be. Because the world is waiting for your gifts, and you deserve to live the life of your wildest dreams and beyond. So friends, let's get empowered.